The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, well, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Here's Scott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Scott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 77 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
They go again with Scott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They're not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bengals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done now.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at
he's got him in, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw outside, complete to Scott. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out right at the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Scott. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to him on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Run the ball. Run the ball. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Down the numbers. There he goes. Powering his way forward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Unlock eye. Reno. Roll.
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions. There's some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he elects not. timeout as his guys will take over at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all.
You can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there that turned into 6 points.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.